Hunter Biden and his ties to a Ukrainian energy firm, Burisma Holdings. So what impact could that have on Joe Biden's campaign? Here to debate, former Obama-Biden campaign regional field director Robin Biro and policy director at the Conservative Partnership Institute, Rachel Bovard. Thank you both for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good morning to you.
So, Rachel, I'll start with you, and let's bring up this statement from the former Ukraine prime minister talking about Hunter Biden and how he must be investigated. He gave this statement to Reuters. He said it should be investigated so that the I's can be dotted and the T's crossed. If he, being Hunter Biden, was simply on the books and getting money, then that could be seen as a violation of the law. So what do you think, Rachel?
Well, I think we know a couple of things. And the first is that wherever Joe Biden was making policy while he was vice president, Hunter Biden was making a profit. And you see that from his time with the credit card companies to the governments of China to now the government of Ukraine. And this is incredibly unseemly for Joe Biden, who is running as a candidate of the working class, who is supposed to be claiming the moral high ground over Trump, for his son to be frolicking with oligarchs in Ukraine while Joe Biden is directing billions of dollars of U.S. taxpayer money to that country. There is definitely something to be looked at here.
Robin?
I actually can't disagree with anything that she said there, or what the prime minister said. Dot the I's, cross the T's, investigate away, just like we did with Hillary Clinton. But look, I say that because the damage is already done. There's already so much corruption in the Ukraine. That's why John Kerry's son declined this position on the board of Burisma Holdings. Hunter Biden did profit off of this. So the damage is done, but let's, in the interest of transparency, just investigate.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Robin, because nobody has mentioned that in terms of John Kerry's son actually declining to be on that board. Let's listen to what Rudy Giuliani had to say in reference to a double standard of sorts going on, and I want your response to this.
The real shame of this is I put this out 6 months ago, and the Washington press didn't pay attention to it. Where's the FBI been for a year and a half? This has been out there. There's two standards here. There was no Russian collusion. The collusion was in Ukraine.
You know, and along with that double standard that he is claiming, Robin, you can take a look at how people feel about President Trump's assertions in terms of Biden, and 43% say that they deserve further investigation. So I'll let you respond, and then we'll wrap it up with Rachel. Robin, go.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Like I said, investigate away. Joe Biden at this point ought to be more concerned about Elizabeth Warren. He's losing so much ground to her in states that he's got to win, Iowa and New Hampshire. This could be, if he's smart, he'll use this as a boon to benefit him and say that it's a coup on him. But like I said, the damage is already done at this point on his campaign. So,
Rachel, what should the Democratic Party do? How should they handle it?
Well, I think they have to acknowledge there's a huge double standard, and they lose all credibility if they don't go after this. As early as 2015, the New York Times was pointing out Hunter Biden's profiting with oligarchs. In 2019, while President Trump was having his call with Ukraine, the New Yorker magazine was putting out a profile piece on Hunter Biden, pointing this out as well. And now they all want to pretend that it's not an issue and it should go away. That is not how this works. Yeah. They have to address this. This is a huge problem for Joe Biden.
It will be interesting to see how they handle it. And if they're listening to you this morning, Robin and Rachel, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Well, the time now is about 8 minutes until the top of the hour. It may seem like deja vu, but no. Hillary Clinton